Hey, what's up guys, Wwe2k. Into this video, I wanted to give you guys my opinion on the new WWE 2K20 um release that just released a couple days ago. And I played most of the WWE games since Raw vs SmackDown 2006 all the way to the 2007, 2008, 2009, and then 2011, and then moved on. But my opinion, this is my own personal opinion when what I think that 2K should do for next year's. You know
Definitely an electric
that
feeling in this venue tonight. If this is
that
anything
that
like steel.
I don't understand why 2K did this. Like they had um as you guys could see, I'm playing WWE 2K19 because I didn't buy the 20 because all that glitches and all that. Most of you are like, oh well, John, if you're a big old fan of the 2K series, then why didn't you not buy the game? Or first of all, I am a fan, but I don't like I don't like trashy games, like games that are not complete. It's a whole different thing if they're old, or if they're on the Genesis or Nintendo NES, the Super NES, 64, PlayStation, all that. It's different. But
See matches
we're
in the past,
literally
you can expect an
we're literally in the
unbelievable
modern
amount
era,
of carnage left in the
so
whip.
there should be no reason to for 2K to give us a what's it call it what you call it a total game that that did not match my expectations. And it just sad to just see a really good series go down like this. Is because I don't know, I just think that
Oh my good.
let me quit this match because I want to lower the volume. It's too of the game, it's too loud on my headsets. But besides that, so I can concentrate better. But besides that, um, there should be no reason why, um, for 2K publisher or developer of the game to be like, hey, you know what, we changed the controls because of the new the new common or casual gamers. Please, honestly, if you ask me, that's a total bullshit. You know, you telling me a brand new player that comes into the series doesn't know how to how to play the game. Well, if that's why there's controls. That's why you look at the controls before you start the game if you're not brand new. And if you ask me, I think the new controls for the 2K20 game are more complicated than helpful. You know, they're a lot more complicated. Um, but yeah, I just, I don't know. I just think it's just a waste of time from 2K because they only had a year. Yeah, I understand they only had a year to make the game because WWE pressured them or something happened. But look at this game. 2K19, when it first released, was so game changing, and then from game changing they go back to like a broken ass game. I seen videos online on YouTube where other game, wrestling fans are playing it, and they're just like broken, like there's glitching all over. And yes, 2K14 and 2K13 had a little bit of, and 15, because I remember 2K15 had what you call it, a glitch where you I don't know, somehow like there was a glitch with the ladder match system in that game, but it was still fun. Yeah, I have to give a doubt. Like they removed a lot of features from the game, but it was still fun. There was hardly any glitches. There was hardly any, there was hardly any glitches that were, not playable. But 2K20, I don't know. I just think the developers did not do a really good job. Like, you know, I liked the new features that they added, like the weapon wheel, as you can see here. Like, look, they added this weapon wheel to all matches, and that's good. I love that. I was like, oh, like if they added this to so and so, but it's just so painful to see a good franchise just gonna. I don't know. To be honest, I just feel like it's gonna end up like was that franchise that was so promoted? Something with 76. Um, I think it was Fallout. You know, remember that? Remember that when it was a hype? I was eventually gonna get it, but all the glitches, all the bugs, like, was hurting the game. And when the publishers of that game tried to rescue the game or try to patch the glitches, all the bugs or whatever, it was too late. It was already like a month in, 2 months into the game cycle, and then it was too late. And I feel like they have to do a lot better when 2K21 or 2K21 comes around, or 21. I don't know what they're gonna call it. Um, but yeah, like it was so you know good. Like, oh my god, you have to be kidding. And yeah, it was like like I don't understand. I don't understand why they released it. If it wasn't done. And oh my god, and I just don't know what they're gonna top this out this year. Because to be honest, I just think in my eyes, if they're not gonna if they're not gonna fix this like right away, they're gonna not bother, then the quality of the game is gonna drop. And it just hurts me because I don't watch that much wrestling anymore. I just watch maybe when I have spare time or so and so. But I wish they could add all the arcade elements and the fun elements of Raw vs. SmackDown 2006, 2007 were the best. And No Mercy for the N64. So like I played maybe once or twice No Mercy, back in the day, and I just think it's so fun. And for God's sakes, I just do I have to go on? Like they had so many so many wrestlers on the N64, and on the you know on the PlayStation SmackDown versus Raw. But yeah, they struggle to add a few simple features here and there. Like, for God's sakes, Here Comes the Pain was like, one of the best games out there, wrestling games. And yeah, they can't really like give us more than a backstage brawl or parking lots. They gave us the whole city to play with, on the PlayStation 2 and on the first PlayStation. But yeah, they cannot give us a simple arena like an actual, like let's say like the SAP Center or the NTNT Center. They don't animate that, like, for God's sakes. Well, like, I don't know how are they gonna top it, because I'm so disappointed on the game, on the Wwe2k20, that I a few of my friends have picked it up and I seen them play the game, but I haven't played it myself because it just, I don't see the need to it. Like, there's, I mean, the story mode or the career mode, it's all right. I like where they took it this year, but besides it, it's just so gone. So it's not like as perfect as 2K like 2K19 or 2K18. Yeah, 2K16 was like, oh, okay, but I don't know. Out of all the things, why could they just not worked on it? And yeah, I get it. Like, it's not the same developer who developed most of the games, but they could at least try to, like, put some effort into the game and not just like, hey, um I think it's like, it's like 6 months until we have to, like, release WWE2K20, and I'm pretty sure someone in the group just said, hey, we still have time, let's just chill for a while, and maybe 5 months into the game we can just, like, I don't know, try to finish it and polish it out, and there's no problem. The WWE is a big franchise, and fans or WWE fans are gonna buy it no matter what. If it looks like, you can only do that once. For every company, you can only make a big mistake once. Look at Sony. When the PlayStation 3 came out in 2006, when they priced it at $600, it just, like, it was too overpriced. Don't get me wrong, it had backwards compatibility with most of the games. They had a backwards compatibility with almost all the games, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, but the Achilles heel of Sony was that they overpriced it. Look at the like Tony Hawk, Activision just, like, thought they can capitalize, I mean, for God's sake, Tony Hawk 4 Down and other certain games were pretty good. But the problem with Activision, just to save money, they prefer to use a PlayStation 2 engine to run Pro Skater 5 on it. And honestly, I didn't see. I just saw that coming like a big fail, because when it was announced that they were gonna run it in a way older game engine, it just didn't seem to work. But here is almost, it can't be compare to that, but it kind of can, because you can totally tell they tried their best, but they took a vacation down the middle and just did not finish the game. And like I say, you can you can patch, you can patch the game all you want, fool, 2K, but that's not gonna take the matter of fact that you just screwed up big time. Like we're talking like when I drop when I'm like this screwed up, like this, like you're gonna take a hit like this down to the floor, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt in the next year. And I just think that they have to improve. They have to improve their gameplay ability. Like please, like add more matches. Like I get the WWE 2K as a franchise that it releases every single year, but learn from Odyssey. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey was like almost a point of dead. But Ubisoft just like, hey, we're gonna make you guys happy, and we're gonna, you know, we're not gonna release a game just quite yet. We're gonna take like at least a year or two to fix everything, and then here you go. Then check out the last two releases of AC. They're pretty good. I haven't played them, but I'm planning on picking up a copy pretty soon, whenever it's on sale. And I just wish that, because you know, every single year they have their issues. Like for God's sakes, like most of these, like this is a brand new match last year, and which other ones? No Hose Bar and Fallout or Fallout Count Anywhere, and so and so. Those are like the only two match types that I think they added last year, and they took up some certain creative things, creative like create your own moveset, like create. I think created your entrance is still in the game, but the most you know cool stuff they added in 2K19 was create a championship, create a show, arena, and a video, and a victory thing, and money in the bank. Like, see, I mean, if I was working with 2K, I would be like, hey, leave that in, you know, leave that shit, Hey, if you're listening 2K, hit me up. I can be your creative director. If you're struggling to like figure out how where to take the WWE 2K franchise, because I see this year is not your year 2K. Not with WWE. I see you have your tension with NBA 2K, NFL 2K, FIFA 2K. No wait, or FIFA is what's it called? Activision or EA. Sorry, but yeah, I just like take a page um out of EA. They they add certain features every single year. Every single year they make it where it's more entertaining, but you, instead of adding more features, you take away more features. Why? Why is that? I would like to see you know here comes the pain kind of like freedom, where you have the freedom to like do mostly anything. And I only got to play Here Comes the Pain like maybe once or twice when I had the PS2. But I just think that this year they did not, they didn't pass. If I was a professor, I'd probably give them maybe a double F, maybe an F5. But yeah, I hope they do better next year, because this year, um, I get, well, again, most of you are gonna be like, oh, but John, it's a new developer. Oh, it's so and so. Yes, the developer card. How often are you just gonna defend, you know, them just like, oh, because they gave it to a new developer or a new studio to work it on. like for God's sakes, they cannot like just take a take a look at the what you know the previous developer or the previous studio was how they did it, and just like, okay, we can totally do that this year. And to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna pick up the 2K20 copy this year, just because they let me down. I was expecting more, you know. When I first saw the trailer for 2K20, I was like, damn, this game is gonna be off the hook this year. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be frosty and all that. But they just let me down. The trailer, like they spent all this tons of money, you know, on the trailer. But how come they did not spend that time promoting the game, working on the game? Because I've seen tons and tons of YouTube channels covering this subject from top to bottom and going in depth and giving the rant on it. And I'm not no exception. I'm doing the same because 2K, uh, they're like one of my go-to you know developers apart from Rockstar. But this year they're like a new studio. How they like they go to they're like, okay, 2K is the teacher, and like and the studio is like, okay, the teacher tells the student, okay, I'm gonna let you off the hook just because you're new today. I wish my teacher left me out of the hook when I was in high school, in middle school. That would be easy. Okay, John, you did not do your homework. You didn't finish your homework, but I'll still give you an A. But no, honestly, I just think like they should take the time off or make it a 2-year game and just be like, hey, just to just revive it, give it new life. I'm not saying because I don't want to discontinue. No, just to give it new life and stuff like that. Because it's just because I just wish they could done better. Because 2K19, when I saw the trailer for 2K19, I knew I was gonna like pre-order it and like still play it. I finished that campaign and all that, but I'm still I'm still there. I'm still playing it with my friends and so and so. But 2K20, like, oh my god, like I like certain features that they added, just certain features, you know. But besides that, it's just like it's a broken game. The textures. I seen the videos. The textures looks all like maybe 2000, and we're in 2K. We're in 2019. You can't roll that. Those graphics do not roll with us anymore, dude. You just have to learn to upgrade your engine. Because I'm pretty sure they're probably the WWE 2K 20 is still using. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if they have a new engine, a graphics engine or not. But by this time, I will expect more from it. Like, you know, like have the processing power to, like, let's say, fight on the like we can now fight on the crowd. But how come we cannot go up to the bleachers and kind of fight, like above that? And I just wish they could have take the time. I don't care if it could be a 2-year thing or a 3-year thing. Long as they took the time and polish it and have it nice and clean, it'd be no problem. But you know, it just the love. I just think the love and care and like it's not there no more. It's just an empty shell because they want to make money, and I get that. But like you 2K says, only noobs are gonna buy a broken game. Us veterans who played every single game since the conception of the wrestling games, we know what good quality is and so and so. But let me know down in the comments what your opinion is on this matter. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel and leave a like down below and comment what do you think about this year's wrestling game. And I might end up replying. And remember to stay frosty.